So today's project is this here 2004 Polaris Sportsman 90. The problem is bad axle bearings. Got the new ones here to put in, so I just thought since it's apart, I'll quick make a video showing people how it comes apart. So right here is your axle. This is like a spacer tube that sits in there between the two bearings. Bearings are on each side of that. Basically, to get the axle off, it's pretty simple. On your wheel, you have nuts that go on the end of the axle that hold the hub on. And these are like spacers, so it pretty much goes against the bearing. Or like on this side here with the sprocket goes there. The spacer pushes against that, which pushes against the bearing. This goes against the hub, and the hub sits in here, and the nut keeps it all together, and that's kind of what tightens everything up. So you take both hubs off each side, then the spacers come off each side. Then you can slide the sprocket off the right side and the brake drum off the left side. Then you can take your brake shoes off. And then the axle should slide right out. I pulled it out the left side. It came right out. Now, to get the bearings out, if they're seized up, is going to be more difficult. This here is a line-sided bearing puller, and basically you stick it through the bearing, take your wrenches, 2 wrenches, and it threads this rod in there to spread it apart, and it basically clamps down on the inner bearing race. So I had done that. Bearing was in there like that, stuck the bearing puller in there. Now it was really tight and the slide hammer didn't pull it off, so I actually stuck a pry bar in this side, and the pry bar went right there, and I could pound it out, and then I took the spacer out from between the bearings and took a pry bar in there and was able to pound this side out. So now we're just going to clean everything up, put the new bearings in, clean up these here surfaces, put everything back together. It should go pretty quickly. It's not difficult and it doesn't take a ton of time. So I'm going to start putting it together. Alright, so while putting this back together, so the sprocket goes up against the right bearing on the right side over there, and the brake drum goes on the left side, and we want to make sure that these flanges are nice and cleaned up so that they don't destroy the seal right away. So clean that up. Same thing with the brake drum. I had to clean that up. I was cleaning up the teeth in there too, so they slide on the axle real nice. And we got everything cleaned up, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the new bearings and seals. Then we can assemble the rest of this here. So I've got the new bearings and seals in. Got some grease put on them. Now I'm going to take the axle, slide it in real easy like that. Now we'll just put the rest of it together. Alright, so got the axle spacers in there. Got the hub nuts all tightened down. As you can see, it rotates nicely. Before, the bearings were worn and the axle was loose, and I tightened it and it wouldn't turn at all, and that's when I figured out the bearings were bad. But now everything's tight and it rolls really nice, so we are going to proceed to put the chain on. And then for the brake cable, this thing here just goes back where it was. These threads go through it, and then this nut goes on the end of there. Then we have a cover that goes on there yet, and then it's finished.